What's going on, guys? Coming at you with another Comic Call Thursday. Got 4 reviews I'm going to do for us, so let's dive right into it. First one up is going to be this one here, Amazing Spider-Man #2. Very interesting intro to the issue. Norman Osborn just pops up and talks about some kind of favor that he did for Peter that we're not exactly sure what's going on. So, I guess that'll be revealed in time. There's some kind of weird mystery going on there. So anyway, it actually would isn't as intense or sinister as it seemed because he ends up just having Peter babysit and everything. So that was pretty hilarious. That was probably a good early funny twist in the comic, just kind of shake the mood up because you thought he was going to maybe have him do something sort of immoral or something like that. And there was going to be that kind of huge some kind of dispute going on, but it was funny because he just babysitted, which was hilarious. Then he goes after Tombstone, which is probably not the best idea and probably a really stupid idea, but whatever. Goes after Tombstone, finds him, and he just kind of, well, first of all, Tombstone has this whole thing going on where he's turning back the old Tombstone. He takes the caps off his teeth, tells his daughter to go away, which I really like that line. He's the person who's going to deal with this is not your dad. I really like that. That was just a really cool, intense line. Even though that wasn't spoken, I heard it in my head in a real kind of really rough and tough, really serious way. It was really, really cool. And then so he goes and just kills all these people just to take their guns or whatever. Spider-Man finds them, and this dude, they're just dead people everywhere. Spider-Man's super crazy and pissed off, and he just attacks Tombstone, and of course he gets trapped in there. And this is the second issue, and things are getting pretty serious and pretty intense, pretty crazy. I'm not even sure where this is even gonna be going right now, but for the second issue to be 2 issues in, this is intense, bro. I have no clue what is even gonna happen right now. It's the second issue and he's already trapped and pretty much held captive now. It's it's insane. It's crazy. It's intense. You see Tombstone with sharp teeth and everything is just this is getting really intense, really fast, and it's really crazy. I'm definitely excited to see where it goes because wow, they are doing a lot in so little issues, and I am here for it. I'm just really wondering what is going to be happening next. It's crazy. All right, next we're going to do Moon Knight issue number 11. So, as always, art is top notch. I absolutely love the artwork in this comic. To me, this is probably the best looking comic out right now. And I'll just show you a few pages. Let's see, right here. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. Dude, that just looks so amazing. Oh my god. I cannot get enough of this artwork. Look at this, man. Look at that right there, dude. Oh my god. Look at this artwork. Oh my god, it looks so good. But anyway, as far as the story, dude, this is just awesome. I love seeing Angry Mark just going all in, balls deep, dude. He has Tigra dress up as him and just destroys, just punches. Oh my god, it's insane. It's insane. His therapist literally has to stop him from beating this dude up that was holding her captive, and it is crazy, dude. It is crazy. But oh, dude. Oh man, this is amazing, dude. Just the artwork is awesome, and just the whole story. This is literally just Moon Knight trying to save his therapist, and then the main villain pretty much just destroys him, dude. Sends him over here. Is therapist is over here, come get her. And as soon as he leaves, him and an entire team of villains just go and take out the mission, dude. Just take out everybody. Hunter's Moon, the whole mission, because he's protecting this one chick who's in there, and he's already there and he's gonna start executing all these innocents on the whole block. And I don't know why, but the entire dialogue was hilarious. We had the whole villain, and there's one part in here where Moon Knight's if you go inside the mission, it'll kill you. If you stay outside Hunter's Moon, will kill you. And the villain's just oh, you caught me. I might as well just shake my fist in the air. And it was just hilarious. I don't know why. I don't know if that was supposed to be super funny, but for me, that was funny and kind of broke up the seriousness and the tension. But this is just amazing, dude. After what he did to Waxman, things just keep ramping up, dude. If he wouldn't have gotten stopped by his therapist, he probably just would have straight up kill Jigsaw, dude. Like, oh my god. And just the intensity. And then, Tigra says that she's like spying on him for the Avengers, and Mark ended up knowing the whole time, which I thought was great. I kind of thought he knew and just didn't say anything, but like that confirmed it. He just already knew, and he's like, I needed a friend. And it was really just like in all that intensity, it was like a really small, brief moment of like vulnerability and kind of a little more humanity in Mark. And Anthony's been like intense and kind of focused on like, I'll probably kill or do something worse than I did to Waxman this whole time. It's gonna be a bad night, like it was just like that one really small moment of vulnerability, just like a really, really cool small touch. It's like the whole comic just seemed to kind of be really, really intense and dark with little kind of droplets of humor or like more vulnerable parts, and it was really cool. I like that. But this issue is setting up some really crazy stuff. He contacted Khonshu, got a portal to get back over to the mission, and soldiers in a Moon Knight or Mr. Knight outfit now. So this is looking pretty insane. Like, this is looking pretty crazy, and I cannot wait to see what happens in issue number 12, because this is just crazy. But yeah, that was Moon Knight. Next, we got World's Finest number 3. So I'm going to start off by saying this is probably the second best looking comic out right now after Moon Knight, in between DC and Marvel. Not counting the indie comics because they have their own like amazing artwork, but this comic is just, I feel like this comic would be a pure nightmare just to draw in color, because everything's so sharp and defined and really, really spot on. I love how they make it seem like a movie, like you got the first couple of pages right here, and you just have like the opening credits page right there. I really love it. It really does feel like you're reading like a legitimate movie. I just love the feel. It really kind of like, I feel like they wrote it like an animated movie, because it kind of flows that way. You got the opening scene, you got that little opening credits page, then like everything just flows so properly and so well. I really feel like I'm reading a movie, and it's just awesome, and I thoroughly enjoy it. This comic is like, and I'll also say this when I review Batman Fortress here after I review this issue, like, DC is just getting so intense with everything they're doing, man. Like, Nightwing is really intense. World's Finest is really intense. Like, things are going crazy, dude. Like, we're only a third issue, and Batman and Superman are pretty much the only ones here who are competent. Like, Billy Batson got his mouth wiped off by Faust. They stopped Faust, but now the dude's possessed by this devil dude whose name we're not going to try to pronounce. And then you got him possessing all these other villains, and like possessing Green Lantern, and Robin and Supergirl like back in time, like trying to solve the mystery how this guy even got out, how to defeat him, and they're fighting like all of his enemies, and it's just so insane. There's so much stuff going on. There's like different timelines, like Batman and Superman are sent to like this like hell pretty much, which is just, everything here is just going so fast. Like, dude, like in the first 2 issues, Superman almost dies, bro. Like, what is even going on? And then like Superman gets saved, and now you gotta worry about every superhero being possessed. Devil dude's in the Batcave controlling Alfred. He's learning about everything. He's pretty much learning everything that he missed while he was trapped in wherever he was trapped in. And he's literally taking over the world in like the span of like not even a day. Like, this is insane. He's just so powerful at manipulating so many different people and doing so much crazy stuff. It's literally like that animated World's Finest movie, where it's like Batman and Superman Most Wanted or whatever, where everyone was like after like Superman because they thought he killed Metallo or something. Like, it was insane. It's just like them two together, and the opening of the comic was just it wasn't kind of funny, but it's kind of cool, because I feel like Batman relies on Superman a lot in this comic. Like the first 2 pages, he's just literally like screaming for Superman. Like, he's like, Superman, snap out of it, say something. Like, Batman just cannot do anything. He's freaking out, and Superman ends up saving him. And then there's one line where he's like, how do you know we weren't in hell? And then he's like, because Superman doesn't believe in hell, of course. And it's just like, it's so cool. Then you transition to the Doom Patrol trying to go to Dr. Mortis to find out about the devil dude, and he actually has dementia. Like, that is insane. This dude's in there watering his flowers. They take out everyone in his fortress, and he's in like a medical lab room tending to plants and has dementia and doesn't know who they are. That's insane. Like, this immortal dude has dementia, bro. That is crazy. That was an insanely good piece of writing. God, that was good. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe that. This dude is immortal and he can't remember nothing. He's just like a really decrepit old guy. Like, it's insane. Excellent part of writing, and it's great to just see the Doom Patrol for a little bit as well. Then you go over to Robin and Supergirl, who are fighting like all of the devil dudes, you know, arch enemies, like trying to find out what's going on, and they're actually like not totally getting destroyed, which just speaks to their like testament and skill and powers as heroes and everything. But they finally get through to him, try to find out how they sealed the guy, and then there's like, you know, stuff going on that you're explaining to him, and you know, there's definitely something dark that happened. Probably had to sacrifice somebody, or you know, one of them had to maybe like someone be possessed by. I don't know what's going on, but there's something like super creepy and dark that happened there. Like someone probably died or something, you know. But anyway, then you go over to the scene where Batman and Superman are flying along or whatever, and then there's this funny line where Batman's like, I have to figure out how he's doing all that, how he knows all the heroes and villains, and Superman's like, that's the detective part you enjoy so much. And then Superman says, oh, that's why I keep you around. And he was like, oh, is that? And Batman's like, oh, is that why? I thought it was just because of Robin's hero worship. That line actually made me laugh out loud. That was hilarious. That was great writing there. So they go find Flash, and he's just like trying to fight Mirror Master, gets trapped in a dimension. Superman tries to go save him. Batman goes try to find Wonder Woman, but Dr. Alchemy turned everything to clay. They fight them for a while. Sort of kind of stop him, not really. I mean, they stop Dr. Alchemy, but they still don't have Flashback, and then Green Lantern shows up, and then right before I turned the page, I was like, yeah, he's going to be possessed. And boom, he was possessed. Then Batman calls Alfred on the comms, and then you see the devil dude, like, right behind him. So, like, this is insane. So, pretty much, this dude already has, like, I guess, unlimited evil magical power or whatever, and now he's in the back computer, he's in Alfred's head, gaining pretty much all the knowledge he needs, like, take over all the villains. Like, this dude is powerful in, like, magic powers and, like, knowledge powers now, because he's just in the back computer doing whatever he wants to do, and it's just insane. Everything just seems to be going to hell, like, super, super quick, and it is in, like, this is crazy. I still don't know how they're gonna, I just really don't know how this is gonna end up going, because this dude's already like uber powerful with balls now, and it pretty much it's Batman and Superman and Robin and Batgirl. I mean, Robin and Supergirl are like in a whole other time period right now, so they can't even help yet, and it's just crazy. It's just so intense. Like the stakes are just so high. Like it's only the third issue, but yeah, crazy stuff. All right, now the last one I'm doing is Batman Fortress. Read about this one, I was super excited to pick it up. First issue didn't turn out like I thought it would. I thought it'd be more of like, hey, this is going on, the aliens are here, and then, you know, pretty much he goes off to, you know, I thought it was gonna be more like, oh, the aliens are here, I know the aliens, now to try to stop them because Superman's not here. But it was actually like, it was way better than I thought, because it was written really well. Like, I don't dislike the art style. I just don't really like the way Bruce is drawn. Everybody else looks all right. I just don't really like. Let me see the one panel I really was like, ew. Like this right here. Like it looks like he's got right there. It looks kind of like he's got balls on his chin. You know that one Family Guy, that moment in Family Guy where Peter's doing this and he screams and like puts him down on his pants. It kind of looks like he's got like a butt chin, or he from Men in Black. He's a ball chinian. That's kind of what it looks like. So I'm not too much of a fan of the art. Well, and it's only him too. Like it only looks. He's the only one that looks, you know, not appealing. All the other character models look fine, but for some reason, it's just him. And like this right here, like he looks like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and there he looks like the Punisher. It's only him. I don't know why it's only him. But I like this book, not even for the art or really the story, but just the inner monologue of everything that Bruce says to himself. Like, he comes out, it starts with, like, burglars robbing his house, and he comes out, puts them down. Alfred puts down one dude. So they both savagely beat these guys up. They destroy these guys, and then Bruce is like, "Well, this dude said he had 5 kids. If that's true, see what the Foundation can do for him after you find out what he is." Like, it's just like Bruce is such a cool dude and just looks out for people. Like, he just destroyed this guy, but he's like, "Well, if he really does have kids, let's help him out." Like his arm's broken, his skull's fractured, but if he does have kids, we're gonna help him. It was just like really cool and kind of a cool like parallel to what he literally just did, considering he didn't totally destroy these guys. They're about to steal his mother's pearls. Crazy stuff. And then Jim Gordon using batteries to fix the back signal and use it was really, really smart. I loved it. The whole interplay he has with the other cop dude, whose name I don't know at the time, who was like, "Well, let me put you in a squad car with no backup and see what you can do." And the guy just shuts up was hilarious. But the main thing that really got me, like, really maybe like love the story right now, like even if the rest of the story sucks, these like inner monologues were amazing. Like when Clark sees all the people looting stuff and he's like, "They have insurance, it's not my job to protect their profit margins." Like, and he talks about, the American dream and everything, how it's all an illusion, and like, I'm not gonna blame him for grabbing the carrot and everything. That I really, really love that, because even though Bruce is rich and one of those super privileged guys, he still understands like what these people are going through, and he's like, "I'm not gonna beat people up that are looting. Like, these people are poor, they are like marginalized or lied to, and they finally have the chance to take what they think they deserve and whatever. I'm gonna let them do it. I'm not gonna beat up people looting the store." And he just sits there and he kind of like scowls and watches for a while, and he just go. And then he's like, "That's not why I do this." And I just thought that was really awesome. And then it kind of gets funny because then he beats up some thug. He's like, "This is why I dress like a bat." I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. But probably the best part of writing here is it really shows that, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but Bruce is so aware of like all his villains and how crazy and dangerous they are. Because there's one point where the Joker's driving a school bus, right? And he stops the school bus and Joker's hanging off the edge. And he was like, "I know he can't swim. Life doesn't give me many second chances. It's handing me this one on a platter. All I need to do is nothing. Just let him die so the city can breathe again." Because Joker's going to fall into like the bay and pretty much drown. And Batman's like, "I should have let him drown. Would have saved Gotham a lot of grief. Would have saved Jason." This is referring to back when he's filling the vat of chemicals. He's thinking of like, and like pretty much in this moment, he's thinking of everything that he's done. Well, not everything that he done wrong, but the most wrong things he's done. Like saving Joker that one time. Said he would have saved Gotham a lot of grief, would have saved Jason. All I need to do is nothing. It was kind of in The Dark Knight, no, in Batman Begins, when Christian Bale's Batman tells Ray, he's like, "I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you." It's kind of that same kind of energy. He's like, "All I need to do is nothing. Just let him die so the city can breathe again." And then he looks back at the children and is like, "But how do I explain that to them?" And he says, "One of these days, clown, but not today." And so he's really just sitting there because, like, he's sitting there and he's literally like, all I have to do is nothing. Because if he does nothing, he won't be the one that killed the Joker. Joker will just die because he can't swim and he drowned, and that was it. But then he'd have to turn around on these kids because then, of course, those kids will ask, "Why didn't you save him?" And it's just this really interesting, like, crazy moral, not boundary, but it's like a moral dilemma, I guess. You could literally just stand there on the front of the bus and just chill, but then there's like a panel where he looks back at the children behind him. He's like, "Well, how do I explain that to them? Just letting this person die, even though they're like probably the most evil person in the whole city, maybe the world." So it's just all these like really just like inner monologues, and right after that he goes to Crime Alley where he sees this one thug has killed this man and this woman, and he just goes like crazy on this guy, and he even says, "I steer clear part of this town. Too many memories, too many ghosts. I risk losing control, losing my focus." Like, it's just insane, dude. He just like he goes. It's kind of like what is that? It's not Arkham Asylum. It's also Serious Earth, I don't think. But it's like there's yeah, it was when Bane broke his back and stuff, when he just released all of his criminals and just like pretty much broke him down or try to do like as much damage to him as he could before. Because in this comic, Batman's been out all night. Like, the power goes down, these dudes rob him, he goes out, catches Joker, Penguin, and God knows who else, right? Random thugs and whatever. And he he's out all night, and then dawn comes, sunrise comes, and then he goes into the Batcave, and then probably after a 10-minute conversation, he even gets out for a little gift, which is kind of cool. Even after a 10-minute conversation, he goes right to, Justice League headquarters. So he's wearing himself thin. Superman is nowhere to be found. He doesn't know what is going on. Like, these aliens are from their databases completely new, and he's like, there's like many times he's like, "Where's Clark? Clark, where are you? I don't know why Clark isn't here." And even Alfred is like, "I found myself hard pressed to recall the last time he was absent when Earth was in such dire need of his help." Like, he's just so I feel like he's just so dependent on Clark, and then like this and World's Finest, and I feel like that kind of plays their dynamic more, because it makes him seem a little more vulnerable, and like he doesn't know everything, and he can't just solve everything on his own, which I think is pretty cool, as everyone thinks Batman can like beat everybody all the time. But Comics Explained had a good thing where he was telling you about the whole deceased story, because Batman didn't have prep time for that. And he's like, without prep time, Batman dies. He was like, without prep time, Batman dies. With prep time, he can almost do anything, but without prep time, Batman just dies. And this is pretty much what this comic and like World's Finest are doing. It's like Batman coming up against super crazy, insurmountable odds with little or no help, or help, but like not the most powerful help, not help that can end this a lot quicker and a lot easier. And he's like really just like, oh, Superman, 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 and he just has to do everything on his own because he's not prepared, and that means he is out of his element, and that he is in danger, and that he is scared. And I love that. When I was reading this, and it was the main talking point they were talking about was like, how does he do this without Superman? And even though on the cover it says right there, where is Superman? And it's just awesome, like seeing Batman really have to like, and then of course he's been like this before and stuff, but just seeing these kind of stories, it's just really awesome to see him like put his teeth to the grindstone and really get like, kind of like worried, and just scrambling to find out what is even going on and how to even solve this problem. You know what I mean? It's just really great. But like I said, DC is just going really, really intense for their comics. Like, good lord, everything's just ramping up like super high. But oh man, it's awesome. It's awesome. Really, really good, really good, really good comic releases this week, man. I love it. Good lord, these are awesome. So yeah, that's it right there. If you guys like this, you can like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and keep reading.